Welcome back to Starfield. Had a little bit of a break. I've had quite a bit of rest, so we're ready to continue on. I think we'll keep going with the main story a little bit, see if we can find a nice segue point in the story quest to go back onto our general adventuring, but who knows? Maybe we've reached the point where the main story is going to be pretty serious business for the rest of the turn. I am unsure. And the memorial's still standing. That's good, at least. Oh, I don't think I ever saw this building.
You ever hear that one about the orphan and the platypus? Funny stuff. Can't really remember.
Athelion Realty.
Just tell me how many zeros I need to add to the offer.
I'm sorry, sir, but we can't sell to you. UC citizens only.
Ah, I think I understand. And the cost to put me down as a citizen would be what exactly?
Sir, bribery is a crime in the colonies.
Fine. Perhaps I'll just be having a chat with your superiors then. Good day. You've seen her damned regulations.
We've got some lovely places available if you've earned your citizenship.
I haven't. I don't think.
It's a buyer's market right now. Good time to make a move. Welcome to Athelion Realty. I'm Zora, and I'm here to help with whatever you may need. What brings you in today? Looking to settle down or move up in the world or just window shopping?
Yeah, you could say I'm window shopping. I just wandered in.
That's fine. It happens all the time. I never mind an opportunity to chat with someone new. I'm here if you have any more questions or if you'd like to look at properties.
How much do the properties cost?
Okay, let me just pull up your data. Oh, I'm sorry, but you're not a United Colonies citizen. I'm afraid property ownership here in New Atlantis isn't available to you. If you take the exciting step of becoming a citizen, we'll be
I just want to know
here for you.
how much it costs. But fine.
Enjoy your time in New Atlantis.
Yeah. Maybe I will become a citizen. Maybe I'll go work for the UC for a little bit.
Having a good one?
Because he was either going to be the UC, the United Colonies, or Ryujin in terms of who I wanted to work with first for faction stuff.
Keeper Aquilus, can we have a moment?
Oh, Mateo. It's been too long. How are your parents? Your mother still struggling with that azalea garden?
No, she figured that out a while ago. Had to adjust the pH levels in the soil. But, Keeper, I didn't come to catch up.
Oh. Well, what's on both your minds?
We need to talk about unity.
Oh. Yeah. How humanity comes together. How we are to love each other even as our universe becomes even more complex.
No.
That's not exactly
We mean
what
a further explanation.
Keeper, when you talk about unity, well, does it mean anything else? Something secret?
Perhaps we should talk about this inside.
That's a yes. All right. I just wish my regular walk speed was the same as NPC walk speeds without having to be on a controller. Why does everyone have to walk slightly faster than my walk speed? How can we still not get this down? Oh, well, you want me to take a seat here? You got it.
Now that we have a little privacy, why don't you tell me exactly what it is that brought you two here?
We were attacked by a group called the Starborn.
We've lost people, Keeper.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. And these Starborn, I take it they're different from the people of the settled systems? There have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding of the universe. Beyond rational thought, we enter life as an act of someone else's faith in us. There's no way of knowing who we will become, and yet the risk is made anyway. So you've pushed into the unknown, not knowing where it would take you. And it's brought you here.
Yeah. Well, look, we know it's stretch, but we hope you can help us.
I think I can. If you're willing to find your way in the dark for a bit longer, I can give you a path to discovering its meaning. There's an old story, far older than the Sanctum Universum, of someone who walked the settled systems and saw every corner of it. This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. I always thought of it as just a parable for trying to bring humanity together, but maybe it's more.
Okay, well, let's hear the story then.
In my story, the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic cult of the Va'ruun.
Enjoy, Marcus. See you in the VOD.
And he gave them each a part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum addendum, his addition or contribution to the infinite. But what if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code, a way of finding the pilgrim again, or at least his grave?
Infinitum addendum. That's an odd saying. Very specific.
Yes, something must be there. I just can't put my finger on it. Maybe the answer will become clear when we have more. The House of Enlightenment and Va'ruun have versions of this story.
You want me to go talk to House Va'ruun? Alright. Yeah, I can go talk to him.
The Enlightened work out of the well here in New Atlantis, helping the poorest citizens find a better life for themselves. Va'ruun worshippers are more enigmatic, but there is a lone zealot that was captured recently for attacking UC ships. I visited her a couple of times. Hopefully, she'll be willing to talk to you as well.
I think I know who he's talking
I'll
about.
stay here with the Keeper. We need to catch up. And I wouldn't mind asking him a few more
All
questions.
right, Mateo. You get your catch up, and you know I like how after all, like I didn't realize Mateo's hat like matched the Keeper's hat, so I guess that was a thing of that particular religion. They have a little book here that I could read. Among the grav jumps. Among the grav jumps, God seeks you.
Is it really necessary for you to drag around all that gear?
I just wanted to see what that was. I forgot I was over encumbered. I'm only I wasn't even over encumbered. Actually, that book made me over encumbered. Shit. Babe.
Well, well. Back for more.
Yeah. Can you hold my gear?
Want to see what I'm...
Can you take like the one book I put here? Whoops.
Bring me anything?
Or fuck, anything that weighs like a little bit. Thank you. If I remember right, that Va'ruun lady was locked up in security over by the spaceport, either by the spaceport or this UC distribution place over to the side. That looks like it'd be at the spaceport. Maybe. Yeah, it wants me to go to the spaceport. All right. What secrets have been spread out among the religions in this universe?
There's something I need to
Oh, jeez. Okay, what? What happened?
Look, I wanted to take this opportunity to
yeah?
thank you. The fact that you risked your life to save me, I don't know what to say.
Maybe it was... I only accept thanks in the form of credits? No. You would have done the same for me.
Well, yes, of course. But that's beside the point. My only wish is that my rescue hadn't come at the expense of Barrett's life. He was one of my closest colleagues and a cherished friend. He always knew how to make me laugh. I'll miss him dearly.
Yeah. We got in over our heads and we paid the price.
Yes, and it's
No.
my fault. Our charter at Constellation has always been to analyze the unknown, but rarely at the expense of our members' lives. Yet all the while, I've been cavalier about taking risks and pushing the boundaries, not appreciating the true cost of my actions. Had I not pushed so hard to pursue the Starborn, perhaps none of this would have happened at all, and Barrett would still be alive.
Sarah Morgan I know would never let the Starborn get away with their plan.
No, she wouldn't. But was it worth the cost? Damn it! Why is this happening to us? We're explorers. Our curiosity pushes us to seek answers to life's mysteries. It's one of the core traits of humankind. Yet in return, this is what the universe throws at us. Beings from God knows where who are trying to murder us. Why? What have we done wrong?
None of these answers are what I would actually want to say in this situation. I don't agree with this. We've proven that there are some mysteries meant to be left unsolved. No, that's dumb. That's dumb. We're being attacked by forces who want to control a power without even explaining what the, danger of it is. There is no such thing as a power, alright, that is too dangerous to also then inform us why it's too dangerous. That's dangerous in and of itself.
Well, don't go all quiet on me.
But, it's bad luck, Sarah. That's it.
No. I refuse to allow Barrett's death to be attributed to bad luck.
None of the other ones were good options. I'm sorry.
The question is, where do we go from here? Do we stop exploring? Stop pushing the boundaries? Take a more aggressive posture towards the universe? I don't know where to begin.
Barrett wouldn't want us to stop exploring. We continue moving forward, but we can use extreme caution along the way.
Agreed. I just hope it's enough caution that we don't leave ourselves open to another attack. Well, I suppose that's all I had on my mind for now. Oh, it was a relief to get all of that out in the open. I'm sorry I got so angry. But I assure you, it's nothing
I get
personal.
it.
You're the only one I feel comfortable talking with about these things.
I'm happy to be your galactic explorer and punching bag all in one.
Who knew you had so many incredible uses? Well, we have a long road ahead of us. I suppose it's high time we get back to work.
Yeah, the work we're doing right now will hopefully lead us to real answers. But I don't think it was ever necessary for Barrett to die.
Oh, I've always liked that statue. It's beautiful, isn't it? I wonder what the artist was trying to represent.
Maybe they were trying to represent unity as well. Whatever this unity is. Hey, we're gonna go talk to your prisoner without your permission, so, like, excuse me.
Oh, come on. Seriously?
A visitor? I have all the company I need.
That's the single loneliest statement I've ever heard. Look, I know you've talked to Keeper Achilles about the Va'ruun faith.
He knows not the truth. He sends another to ask more incessant questions.
Perhaps you should hear us out before you decide to
Sarah's
pass
at the
judgment.
front.
The great serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe, and all but the faithful will be made as dust. That is the truth. No more, no less.
Keeper Achilles spoke of a pilgrim. I need to know more about him.
Anything you could tell us would be tremendously helpful.
Yes, I have spoken to your keeper about this. I will tell you what I told him, and then you will leave me. Jinan Va'ruun meets the unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such is Jinan's conviction in the Great Serpent, he does not hesitate. He cuts the unbeliever down. But the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the Great Serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight. Over 120 rotations of the planet they are on. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the unbeliever says. Remember these 120 rotations. But Jinan knows this is blasphemy and delivers the killing blow. That is all.
Huh. I need to know the meaning of a word. Unity?
I have heard of no such thing. If it exists, it is a shadow that the Great Serpent casts to deceive the
Deceive,
faithless.
huh? Alright. Well, there must be more to your god than just killing.
Strength and conviction show your worthiness to the Great Serpent. The kill is not as important as showing there is no doubt. I grow tired of speaking.
Okie dokes. Thanks for the info, I guess. Gonna head down to the well. Sorry, wrong room.
How's the investigation going? Wait. You're
Huh?
on the wanted list. I've got special orders. You're coming with me. Prepare for immediate transport
What?
to our vessel.
Wait, what? What do you mean? What's going on here?
I've been authorized to inform you that you're being transferred to the UC Vigilance. You'll find out more
What the
when you
fuck?
get there. Other than that, I'm not at liberty to divulge any additional information.
What about my ship?
We have orders to transport you and your vessel to your final destination, the UC
What the
Vigilance. Any deviation from those orders on your part will be considered an act of hostility and will be met with aggressive
Okay, alright, fine, I guess. I just wanted to have a chat. We've talked before. What the fuck does he mean? I'm ready.
Smart decision. Stand by
What
to
the
be transferred.
fuck? Wah! I got abducted.
Well, that was fun. Now what?
Did they let me keep my gun, at least?
I'm telling you, the commander's got plans for this loser. Why else would he be going through all this trouble? I still don't understand why he trusts a criminal. Seems like too much of a risk. Stop worrying and keep an eye on our guest. I'll be right back.
Hey there.
You just sit tight. The commander wants to have a...
And I'm willing to hear him out.
The prisoner's ready, sir.
This is so random. I just went to go talk to that guy because I thought he had something else going on.
I hope you're comfortable. We have a lot to discuss.
Yeah, what? What's going on? Who are you?
I'm your ticket out of the mess you've gotten yourself into. That's all you need to know.
Okay, listen, I know I've got a wanted bounty prior to everything else, but that wasn't a problem the last time I talked to Yumi. I was able to actually talk to that dude before and nothing fucking happened, so now what the hell's going on? Like, this doesn't look like a local jail.
Highly perceptive. Let me add that to your list of skills. Speaking of which, let's see what we're working with here. Says here you spent some time as a diplomat. That isn't quite what we do around here, but still, having a way with words might prove useful. I also see that you've mined on Vectera, and now you're with Constellation. You've certainly been quite...
You have no idea.
Oh, and look at that. Right at the bottom of this list is the criminal incident that landed you in my cross.
What even was it? I bet my shoe size isn't in your records.
Huh. You're absolutely right. Well, I'll have my people get right on that.
It's a 10.5.
Now that we have that
in
out
men's.
of the way, let me introduce myself. My name is Commander Kibwe Ikande, and I'm in charge of this operation for UC SysDef. Are you familiar with what
For
we
UC SysDef specifically? I could make a guess, but you could tell me, I guess.
United Colonies System Defense. Does that help you figure out exactly what it is?
You're overglorified cops. But what? Oh, yeah, I thought that. Why don't you tell me? I know you kidnap people.
Actually, that's something new we're trying. I figured we needed to branch out a bit, broaden our horizons. UC SysDef is a division of the UC Navy. While they handle the big picture stuff, we deal with a very particular problem. The Crimson
Okay.
Fleet. That convict is where you picture.
What is... This is some horse shit, alright? I'm like generally aware about like this mission in terms of like a way to start it is like, you know, steal stuff, get caught, and then like, you know, we'd be here. But I didn't steal anything. Well, okay, I have stolen some things, but I wasn't like, I didn't steal, get caught, and then get brought here. I talked to a dude, he went, whoa, wait, hold up, you're on a wanted list. This is some horse shit. What type of big picture stuff does the UC Navy handle?
On the books, they maintain combat-ready spaceborne forces to deter aggression and ensure the safety of the United Colonies. What all that fancy claptrap means is that they're the ones who fight in the wars to keep our territories secure.
Okay, well... I have nothing to do with the Crimson Fleet.
No, you don't. Not yet.
Yeah, I've been killing a bunch of them, really.
We've been prodding at the Crimson Fleet for years, trying to take them down one ship at a time. But we barely scratched the surface. If we can get someone on the inside, we'd have a shot at finding a loose thread we can pull to bring it all
on the
down.
Inside? Well, that's unlucky, because I'm not a Crimson Fleet member. Why can't the UC send in their armada to wipe out the Crimson Fleet?
If the military rolls in and attacks the Crimson Fleet, we'd have a full-scale war on our hands. That means losses, heavy losses, that the United Colonies can't afford.
This sounds like a general war anyway, it's just like, you know, a little bit more secretive. This sounds personal.
It doesn't matter how I feel. I'm simply doing what's best for the security of the United Colonies. Look, I'm going to make this simple. Agree to work for UC SysDef, and together we take down the Crimson Fleet. Refuse, and I tell these guys to throw you into the nearest lockup. Might even tack on an extra few hundred credits to your fine.
I don't think that part's gonna matter, but if I work with SysDef, what's in it for me?
Well, first of all, we'll forget about the infraction that landed you on the Vigilance.
I don't even know what infraction you're talking about!
Still, depending on how well you do your job, we'll even kick in a few extra credits to offset any cost that the operation will incur. Or you can throw all that away and end up back in jail with a hefty fine attached.
Look, I'm fine with being a spy, I guess. You just could have been a little bit nicer about it, you know? Doesn't sound like I have much of a choice.
Of course you have a choice. It's just stacked in my favor. So, what do you say? You going to work with me, or should I find someone else?
How do you even know I can handle this type of operation?
If I didn't think you had a chance, I would have left you in lockup. You're just going to have to follow your instincts and
I wasn't even in lockup, alright? You took me here for this mission. Look, whatever, I'm in.
Smart choice. I'm going to have one of my men escort you to the operations center. I strongly suggest that you don't give him any trouble.
Fine.
And don't bother trying to leave the ship. I think you'll find all access to the docking area is fully restricted.
Can I move? Thank God. I haven't been able to. That's why I'm in a fucking chair. I haven't been able to, like, move or, like, look around at all.
Alright, let's go.
Hey, babe. I don't know what got us locked up here, but...
So, you took the op instead of serving the time. Gonna be the commander's new mole.
I guess that's one way to put it.
Going in all alone, infiltrating a bunch of pirates. You've got a lot of guts. Still, it makes you wonder, especially with the stories that go around. Like the one about how the fleet deals with informants by lashing them to the hull of a ship and then slowly letting the air out of their suit. Could you imagine a worse way to go? I know
that is pretty fucked up.
But I wouldn't worry about it. Since the commander handpicked you, I'm guessing you can hold your breath for a really long time.
Well, I just won't get in that situation. Let's put it like that. Oh, that's an interesting looking suit.
The Conde's on level 2. Try not to touch anything until he actually clears you.
Alright, this is as far as I go. Take the lift up to Ops. Commander Conde should be waiting for you.
Thanks. Speak to Commander Conde in the Operations Center. I shall do that. Going up.
Excuse me.
You're excused, son. Whoa. Ahem to you.
Hey.
Commander?
Ah, there you are. Excellent. Now that we've established your level of cooperation with us, I want to introduce you to your new home.
Oh.
This is the Operations Center of the UC Vigilance. SysDef's nerve center, dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet.
This is me shooting my way off this prison ship? No, fine, look. What exactly is the Crimson Fleet?
That's strange. According to your file, you've encountered them before. On Vectera specifically.
Yeah, I want more details.
They were the pirates that attacked your mining outpost? I'm surprised you don't remember.
I do remember. I'm just... God damn it. I wanted some extra details about them, not just that they're pirates. Because that's really all I've got, is that they're pirates. Where's the Vigilance located right now?
We are currently in the solar system, in deep orbit around Phobos.
Ooh.
As to why, I'll explain momentarily.
Fun. Alright. Well, you're getting more than one ship to eliminate an entire fleet.
Which is precisely why we're taking a more clandestine approach. We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information, evidence, and expose their weaknesses. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse.
Get me in a room with them and I'll talk them into anything.
Good. I have just the right place for you to start. Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Saoirse Bowden, one of their contacts. She works for the Trade Authority in Cydonia, so you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention.
Huh? You just threw a bunch of Aurora on my ship? Jesus Christ. Where'd you get the contraband?
That's classified.
Oh, come on.
Suffice to say that the smuggler who was previously holding it will be spending the rest of their life in prison.
That wasn't so bad, huh? Alright, fine. Sounds simple enough.
You'd better hope so. Sersha won't be easy to dupe. Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know.
Why bother gathering evidence?
Let's just say my superiors need proof that engaging the Crimson Fleet is a larger priority than they're willing to admit. If we shove enough concrete evidence under their noses, they'll have no choice but to allocate the resources that I've requested. At the same time, we can use the evidence to arrest members of the Crimson Fleet, weakening them enough to strike a fatal blow.
Okay, well... that's a lot to absorb.
We move quick around here. Better get used to it. Remember, this entire operation rests on your ability to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring us the evidence we need to take them down.
What if I get in over my head?
Then you better learn to swim, because you're diving right into the deep end on this one.
Okay.
I've studied your profile. I know you can do this. I'm not about to throw away someone's life on a whim or a prayer. Just use your best judgment, trust your instincts, and watch your back.
All right. I'll do my best.
I wouldn't expect any less. Look, before you begin, I want to make something perfectly clear.
Yeah, what's up?
As an undercover operative for UC SysDef, you'll be expected to follow our code of conduct and ethics.
Okay.
Allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you stand a good chance of spiraling out of control.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by stray too far off the path?
The Crimson Fleet doesn't follow the rules. They only abide by one thing: money. All of their morals and social graces fall by the wayside in pursuit of their greed.
Makes sense.
At first glance, this can appear quite enticing, so I'm warning you not to get lured into their trap. Think you can handle that?
We'll see. Depends on what you mean. Can you explain your code of conduct and ethics?
To put it simply, you can't go into every situation with guns blazing.
Okay.
Think before you act. Calculate what you're doing and pull the trigger only when it's absolutely necessary. At the end of the day, your primary goal is taking down the Crimson Fleet. That's the greater good.
All right. I can try to stay the course.
That's what I wanted to hear. Anyway, it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant Toft. She'll brief you about the details of the evidence-gathering portion of the operation. Now, get out of here, and good luck.
Thanks, Commander. How will I maintain contact with you?
That's easy to answer. You don't.
Oh.
We'll be monitoring your activities from the Vigilance and attempting to keep it within your vicinity. When you feel you've gathered enough evidence, and at the completion of your assignments, head back here for a debrief. Beyond that, you're completely on your own.
Okay, all right. Do you have any other information about Saurice Bowden?
All we know is that she's been with the Trade Authority for years, which means she's been privy to some seriously shady deals. She's shrewd and she's diligent. The only reason we were able to connect her with the Crimson Fleet at all was thanks to an informant. I'm afraid she's the best lead we've got.
Okay. Can you tell me more about my expected behavior as an agent?
While you're running with the Crimson Fleet, you're undoubtedly going to be faced with some morally gray decisions. It's going to be difficult for you to weigh the consequences of pulling the trigger while maintaining your cover. Do what you have to do, but remember why you're out there in the first place.
Neon Street Rat. I've never had a problem doing what I had to survive.
As long as you can distinguish between surviving and thriving, you'll do just fine. Look, I can see that you're struggling with this. So let me simplify this for you. If there's a route to your goal which doesn't involve killing innocent people, I'm urging you to follow that path. Use your instincts. I'm certain you'll do the right thing.
Okay, yeah, I'm down for that.
Dismissed.
You definitely need to go a little bit more detail than just like, don't go guns blazing, because that's my general attempt, you know, what I've been trying to do in this game anyway, is if I can talk my way out of a situation, I'm gonna do that. But like, what else is there that, you know, where that might not give me that option? I don't know. Okay, worthless. I was trying to open the door, but I guess I can't go that way.
Okay, hello.
I don't care what's docked. I want to go down to my ship. Maybe if I click on docking port. No, nothing there. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like I'm supposed to go down that way, but all right. I don't see a button or a door or anything.
Pardon.
Go on. I wouldn't leave the commander waiting. You can always come back and chat later. Nobody here's going anywhere.
Pardon?
Nobody locked up in their little jail cells up here? You know, these are some pretty nice jail cells. Like, the beds don't look super comfy, but it's pretty spacious. They even give you like a little stool to sit on. You know, I've been in a single jail cell so far in my life, and I was able to touch both walls while standing up, you know, holding my arms out to my left and right. So, yeah, I don't know. Those are just pretty spacious in comparison. Okay, what in the fuck? Maybe one of these other docking things can get me over there. I guess let me save and reload or something. I feel like I'm bugged out. I feel like I'm just literally supposed to walk down to my ship and then be told information. Oh, you know what? Okay, that's what's going on.
Yes?
The problem is that my mission was on the wrong selection, so it was just trying to point me back to my ship to get me out of here. I wasn't actually allowed to leave yet.
Lieutenant Toft will continue the briefing.
Yeah, I got that. The way I was getting pointed around, I thought she was going to be at my ship.
All right, we don't have a lot of time, so I need you to listen up. While you're working undercover, it's imperative that you gather as much evidence as possible. If you find any records that look suspicious or incriminating, you bring it to me. Is that understood?
Understood. I understand.
Well, you better. Commander Akande's entire operation is resting on your shoulders. I want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes. Hell, I'll take anything if it'll get those bastards thrown into the brig.
There's incriminating data out there. I'll find it.
For the sake of the settled systems, I hope you're right. That minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera was nothing compared to the death and destruction those pirates leave behind. If you've seen what I've seen, you'd understand why I'm pushing you so hard.
I've actually seen quite a lot of Crimson Fleet shenanigans, so yeah. I'll bring you as much evidence as I can find.
That's all we're asking. Oh, before you go, there's one more thing. Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return, as compensation for your efforts.
Yay. That's very generous.
It's not generous, it's motivational. Commander Akande's idea. All right, we've loaded a container of Aurora into your ship's cargo hold. We're also providing you with a sample you can use to tease the goods. We've cleared your ship for launch. Proceed to Cydonia. Make contact with Saoirse Bowden. And with any luck, she'll point you to the Crimson Fleet. That should do it. You're dismissed.
Aurora sample. All right. What if I get caught with a container of Aurora in my cargo hold?
Don't worry, the container's been registered with UC Security, so you shouldn't have any trouble. Even if you're scanned. Of course, if we find out you tried to sell it to someone outside the boundaries of this particular operation, well, I don't think I need to tell you the consequences of making that mistake.
Thanks. What's gonna happen to the people you arrest?
We'll be keeping them close at hand until this operation is complete. So, we'll be holding them in the Vigilance's brig.
Gotcha.
If you're feeling particularly ruthless, you could always head down there and say hello. I'm sure they'll be thrilled to see you.
Yeah, after I get them locked up. Feel like discussing your personal experience with the Crimson Fleet?
Not really, no. I've learned to keep my personal experiences separate from the
That doesn't
job.
sound fully true. Well, if something's on your mind, it'll make you feel better to get out in the open.
Yeah. Maybe. No, it's not really an appropriate time to be going over my private life. There are much more important things to be done. Let's just stick to the job at hand and concentrate on the mission. But, maybe we can talk about it some other time, okay?
You got it, Toft.
Let me know if you need anything else.
I'm gonna need somebody to sell stuff to. Because if you're gonna throw shit onto my ship, I need to empty it out. Maybe the dude down this hallway. What the fuck? Hello? You got an issue, buddy?
I don't know about you.
What do you mean by that?
People who work undercover, they're sneaky by nature. Hard to read.
I was just hired like
When
this.
I fly, I want someone beside me who I can predict. Boxes by the Marquess of Queensbury rules. But you're a southpaw. A wild card.
Actually, I use recon controls. Thank you very much. I'll earn your trust in time.
You might. But we aren't at that point yet. And right now, I have my reservations that we'll ever get there.
Oh, I wish I could just punch him.
But if Commander Ikonde says you're SysDef, then you are one of us. For now.
Dickhead. You a pilot?
You guessed it. In fact, I'd say you've got what linguistic experts call FOGO. A firm grasp of the obvious.
Woo!
But I'm not just any pilot. I'm the best. And I've got the kills to prove it.
How many kills you have? I don't just have a grasp on the obvious. I have it in a chokehold.
Don't squeeze too hard, newbie. Someone might mistake it for sarcasm.
Where'd you learn to fly?
I cut my teeth on space trucks, believe it or not. Before I got my stripes, I was just another cargo hauler trying to earn an honest wage. But after a couple slick escapes, I got recruited to the academy and went from dodging pirates to hunting them. Thing is, some of my best tricks were with a big rig. Ever try a pitchback with a Hope Tech truck with 2 fleet wraiths on your tail?
No.
Compared to that, doing it with a military fighter is a piece of cake.
It does sound cool. How'd you get involved with SysDef?
Long story. I got my start in the academy and made a name for myself hunting the Crimson Fleet. I eventually got recruited to do test flights on a star station orbiting Lloyden's Rock. Me and 3 other Archangel pilots did some work on some extremely dangerous prototypes.
That sounds badass.
But I called in a few favors and got back home with SysDef. Someone with my talents needs to be here, where the action is.
I want prototype things. I mean, Walter's got a prototype ship he wants me to be testing out.
Yes, what?
You!
Welcome to the brig. As a member of SysDef, you may talk with the prisoners as long as you are mindful of operation security.
Understood.
As a personal rule, I simply ask that you adhere to UC Navy standards of cleanliness at all times. That means no mud on your boots, your hands are washed, and you are free of any contagious disease.
I don't know if I'm free of any contagious diseases right now. Why the focus on cleanliness?
Besides the fact that it's healthier, A sanitary brig is important for station security. In my experience, a prisoner will hide a shiv under a flake of dust if you let him. The cleaner a space is, the easier it is to spot irregularities, both inside the cell and out.
Okay. Well... sorry to tell you, but I'm kind of a slob.
I trust your Commander Ikande's undercover mole. I understand the lack of hygiene is part of the cover. So, lucky for you, you're an exception to my usual rule. But try not to abuse the privilege.
You've got it, Armin. Alright. Well...
you're dismissed.
I just wanted to see if you sell, or, you know, or you take things that I could sell to you.
Pleasant change of scenery.
Yeah, back on our actual ship.
You thought that was crazy? Try it in 0G sometime.
Hey there, how's it going?
Maybe not 0G, maybe just low grav. 0G sounds messy. Very messy. Alright, I guess we're heading to Cydonia. We're around Phobos, so that should just mean turning around and landing on Mars.
This is UC Security. Prepare to be scanned for contraband?
Yep, go for it.
Scan complete. You're cleared to land.
Alright. How do I actually select a place to land while in scanner mode? I saw someone say that you can... there you go. Oh, is there just like a ship in front of there? If I do... I want to land on the launch pad. Fine. God. Assholes. I just wanted to see if there would be like an animation for doing that. Whereas here, I just land on, you know, right in front of Cydonia.